Hi guys! So today I thought I'd do a nice wearable look for St. Patrick's Day since it's coming up next week. There are a lot of more elaborate St. Patrick's Day looks out there which are all awesome, but I wanted to do something that was nice and wearable and something that even if you don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day you could still use. As always, you'll want to begin with some kind of base, and I'm just going to be using my Avon one as usual. But alternatively, you could use a green base, so something like a NYX jumper pencil would work really well. I think they have a couple of good green ones, so you could try that. I'm mostly going to be using the Coastal Scents 252 palette for this look, so I can't give you the exact names of the shadows because they don't have them, but just start off with a shimmery green shadow like this one, or a matte, just whichever floats your boat, and then just apply this all over the lid to begin with. Then you just want to take a darker green and apply this in the outer V, and then you want to blend that across onto the lid and through the crease with a fluffy blending brush. And this one is the Sigma E25. A lot of people ask me about it, the short silver blending brush that I have. It is the Sigma E25, but it's just a smaller version because it comes as a free gift sometimes. Go in with the darker green to intensify the outer V, and you could even go back in with the black afterwards if you wanted a super dark and intense look, but then you just want to blend until everything's nicely blended together and not just random patches of colour. Now this is something I just tend to do with every look I do nowadays. I just take a colour that's close to the colour of my skin tone, which for me is Foxy by Urban Decay, and it's a very nothing colour on my skin. It doesn't show up, so it's perfect. I just like to go over the edges of any smoked out look, because then the edges kind of just blend seamlessly into your skin. If you're going to do this, you just want to use a fluffy brush so that you're not packing on loads of colour and you're not going to alter the colour of the eyeshadow. Next, I apply this glittery green colour on the centre of my lid with my finger, and you don't need to be too neat, just get it on there. Then line your upper and lower waterline with black liner and just make sure you get right between the lashes so there are no fleshy tones peeking through. Then just use any old black eyeshadow and apply this as close to the lashes as possible. You could totally do a winged liner if you wanted to, but some people have asked me to do some tutorials without winged liner, so here you go. For underneath the eye, you want to take the green shadow again, and which green shadow, Emma? You've used 1,000 of them. Use the medium depth of green, if that makes sense, so not the one we used first, the medium depth one. It's on screen, I don't know why I'm trying to explain this, you've seen which one I'm using. Anyway, then just take the black shadow again and apply this as close to the lashes as possible. Then just blend those two together with a pencil brush. For the highlight underneath the brow, I use my Mirror Luminizer, which has recently shattered into 1,000 pieces, so I can't really show it you. But I love it, it's my go-to highlight colour at the moment. Also, I just applied it roughly in the inner corner area. Now, feel free to leave this here if you don't like glitter, but if you do like glitter, then let's do this. Use an adhesive of some kind, like the Too Faced glitter glue, and then take a green cosmetic glitter and just pack it on there. I'm using an inner corner shader brush to do this, but any kind of flat brush would work. Moving back to the inner corner, apply a gold shadow there and then just blend it into the green and add more green if you need to. Next, I'm applying mascara to the top and bottom lashes, and then I'm applying some corner lashes. For the lips, I went with a nude because we've got a lot going on in the eyes, so I first lined them with Fairy Tale Dream by Makeup Store, and it's a really great liner, but it gets darker throughout the day for some reason, so it's not all too great by itself, but it's perfect with a nude lipstick over the top. So the nude lipstick I chose was Creme de Nude by MAC. But then that's it. I hope you like the look and can use it for something, and as always, thank you for watching.